So welcome to third video. Here we are going to talk about nucleolus. This is the fourth part of nucleus. Nucleolus. Nucleolus, it is darkly stained, rounded, membraneless structure which is present in the nuclear plasm of a nucleus. It is a darkly stained membraneless structure which is called nucleolus. Nucleolus was discovered by Fontana. And in this, the content of nucleolus is continued with the nuclear plasm, and the content of nuclear plasm is continued with the nucleolus because it is a membranous organelle. And the number of nucleolus is singular, nucleoli is plural. Nucleoli is a plural. The number of nucleolus it may be 1 or 2 or many number. Number of nucleolus per nucleus may be 1, 2 or many number. Mostly nucleolus will be more in number where the cells which are participate actively in protein synthesis. In such cells, more number of nuclei will be present. And nucleolus is formed by or developed by. Nucleolus is developed by nuclear organizer. Nuclear organizer. This nuclear organizer could be seen in a chromosome. The condensed form of chromatin is called chromosome. In this chromosome, there is a primary construction is present. This is called primary construction. Along with the primary construction, there is a secondary construction also will be seen in this some chromosomes. This is called secondary construction. This secondary construction is, when you look at this secondary construction, is a site for the formation of nucleolus. Look at this secondary construction. In this secondary construction, so this is the secondary construction of the chromosome. In the center part, what is present? There is a fibrillar part is present. The center part is called fibrillar part. This fibrillar part is made by RNA, proteins, and trace amount of DNA. Means less amount of DNA will be present in the central part of this secondary construction. So this secondary construction will be act as a nuclear organizing center where ribosomal means where the nucleolus will be formed. Okay, and the central part of this secondary construction is fibrillar part, which is composed by RNA, proteins and a trace amount of DNA. Trace amount of DNA. And the periphery side of this, there is a granular part is present. Granular part. This granular part is composed by proteins and RNA. Proteins and RNA. So proteins and RNA will be present in the periphery side of nuclear organizer center construction, secondary construction of the chromosome, and the center part, fibrillar part, RNA, proteins and trace amount of DNA. Here, granular part, proteins and RNA will be present. And this site will be act as a formation of a nucleus. Formation of nucleus. Formation of nucleus. This center will be act as a formation of nucleus. Okay? That means this nucleus is a site for formation of ribonucleic RNA. So nucleus is a site for formation of ribonucleic acid. Ribosomal RNA means this is the site for ribosomal RNA. Ribosomal RNA. So that means ribosomes are formed by the nucleus. So therefore, the nucleus is otherwise called plasmosome. Plasmosome. Nucleus is otherwise called plasmosome, where ribosomes are formed. Where ribosomes are formed. That's why this is called ribosomal factory of the cell. Ribosomal factory of the cell. See, once you observe this, nucleus, it is darkly stained, rounded, membraneless, stained, membraneless structure which is present in this nucleoplasm of the nucleus. This is discovered by Fontana. The number of nucleus is 1 or 2 or many in number. Many in number. And this is developed, the nucleus is developed by nuclear organizer. What is nuclear organizer? In a chromosome, the condensed form of chromatin material is called chromosome. So this in chromosome, some of the chromosomes, there is a along with the secondary primary construction, there is a secondary construction will be formed. This secondary construction is the site for the formation of a nucleus. So therefore, this secondary construction will be considered as a nuclear organizer for the formation of a nucleus. So when you observe the structure of this secondary construction, in the center part of this, there is a fibrillar part. This fibrillar part is composed by RNA, proteins and DNA. RNA, proteins and DNA. And periphery side of this secondary construction is granular part, which is composed by proteins and RNA. But here DNA is absent. And this will be act as a organizer for the site of organizer for the formation of nucleus. And nucleus is considered as a formation of ribosomal RNA. Formation of ribosomal RNA. So this nucleus is considered as is otherwise called plasmosome or also called ribosomal factory of the cell. This is called ribosomal factory of the cell. Ribosomal factory of the cell. The nucleus is considered as a ribosomal factory of the cell. Is it clear? So, what is nucleus? Nucleus is singular, nuclei is plural. It is a darkly stained, rounded, membraneless structure present in the nucleoplasm of the nucleus, and it is discovered by Fontana. And nucleus, the number of nucleus may be 1 or 2 or many in number per each nucleus, and these the nucleus will be more in number in case of cells which are participating actively in protein synthesis, and it is developed by a nuclear organizer. The secondary construction of a chromosome is called a nuclear organizer, and this is secondary construction. Along with the primary construction, secondary construction will be there in some of the nuclear organizing chromosomes. Chromosome is a condensed form of chromatin, is called chromosome. And in this secondary construction will be act as a formation of the nucleolus, formation of nucleolus. And this nucleolus is otherwise called plasmosomes. Plasmosomes. Secondary construction, if you talk about, and central part of this secondary construction is called a fibrillar part of that secondary construction, and it is composed by RNA, proteins, and DNA. Trace amount of DNA will be present. And the granular part is composed by proteins and RNA. It is a peripheral site, and this is considered as a nucleolus is considered as a ribosomal factory of the cell. Ribosomal factory of the cell. So this is about nucleolus. Nucleolus, okay, and nucleolus is considered as a factory of the ribosomes. Cell factory of the ribosomes. Now also continue functions of nucleus now. Functions of nucleus. Functions of nucleus. Functions of nucleus. And it controls, it acts as controls and coordinates various activities of the cell. Various activities of the cell. That's why this nucleus is considered as a dynamic center of the cell. Dynamic center of the cell, or otherwise called cell brain. Cell brain. Cell brain. And this is also involved in transfer of genetic information. Genetic information from mother cells to offsprings, daughter cells. From generations to offsprings, daughter cells. From generations to generations to generation. That's why Hammerling conducted experiment on acetobularia and proved that it plays important role in hereditary information. That means which passes the genetic information from parent cells to daughter cells during this, from generation to generations. And it also plays very important role in reproduction of unicellular organisms. Reproduction of unicellular organisms. It plays very important role in reproduction of unicellular organisms. These are the functions of nucleus. What are the functions? It controls and coordinates various activities of the cell. That's why it is considered as a dynamic center or cell brain of the cell. And it is involved in the transfer of genetic information from mother cells to daughter cells, from generations to generations. That means it plays important role in the hereditary process. And it is also very important structure in reproduction of unicellular organisms. It plays very key role in reproduction of unicellular organisms. So these are the functions of nucleus. So with this, the nucleus structure is completed. So I hope everybody understood about it. So all the best. Keep subscribe and keep comments, share to your friends so that it will be helpful for their competitive examinations. All the best. Have a nice day. God bless you. Bye.